The forests of Cameroon are an ideal refuge for wildlife, away from man and modern civilization. Well, more or less.
I
didn't tell you that. Did I say you could speak to me like that? You could at least try not to ruin other people's luggage. You're the one who wanted to go on top. You were below before. But why are you arguing? After almost 2 hours on the road, the passengers in this communal taxi have had enough of the driver and his uncomfortable vehicle. Well, there are those that prefer being inside and others up on the roof, and those who complain about having to sit on their luggage. Admittedly, with 15 people crammed into one van, there is a lot to moan about, although the driver doesn't let it get to him. No, you don't know me. I can give you your money back and leave you here. That's how I am. Get on, we're leaving. If anybody wants to stay here, that's fine. Come on, but we're going. Staying here, in the middle of nowhere, it provides a good incentive to get on. Put your feet down. Come on, everybody on board. With 15 passengers, certain rules must be adhered to. The lightest sit on the heaviest. The largest go into the trunk. And there's always the roof for those with claustrophobia. Come on, everybody on board. It's like in war, we make do. Travelers in Cameroon usually have little alternative to taking these overcrowded taxis. Outside of the big cities, it's the only form of public transport. In the town of Lorodorf, the taxis in poorest condition face the same challenge each time before leaving. Namely, will Oscar even manage to get his old vehicle to start? The aged Japanese car is probably more suited to the scrap heap than to the roads. It takes all of Oscar's resourcefulness to keep the vehicle ticking over. Well, the battery no longer has the fixtures to keep it into place. So we use these wires for when it gets bumpy. It keeps it still. And this, here you see, is to stop the water getting into the carburetor if you drive through the bogs and the marshes. The young mechanic undertakes most of the dirty work. You see, he's sucking up the petrol and into the carburetor, so when I start it, it makes the engine start up quickly. I mean, you see the state it's in. It's no longer a road, it's just a quagmire out there, without asphalt. This is what's left. And my car prefers this kind of surface to a paved one. And the vehicle bears the battle scars of 20 years of fighting through these tracks. This here, you see, has several parts missing. We have to tie it all up to make it still look like a car. On the road, as the bonnet is loose, it sometimes flaps up and down, hitting the windscreen. Boom! Apparently, that happens often. This door doesn't even close anymore. I have to pull this string and tie it. Okay, now it's good. Getting the passengers safely to their destinations would appear to be a remarkable feat for this vehicle. All the more so as the exhaust pipe is inside the car itself. Luckily for his clients, the poisonous fumes are offset by Oscar's habit of driving with all windows and even doors open. In Cameroon, these kinds of taxis are known as clandos, as in clandestines. The police chase them not because of the condition of the car, but because the drivers have no taxi permit or even a driving license, like Oscar. The clandos reign supreme in Cameroon, a country in Central Africa's equatorial region. Only the major towns have regular public transport. The routes that crisscross the country pass through areas known for their magic and ancient beliefs. But Cameroon is also a major economic power, known as the breadbasket of Central Africa. Neighboring countries rely on its harvests to help feed their own populations. And the clandos play their role in acting as the means of delivery. The tremendous economic value of its agriculture is not reflected in the dreadful condition of Cameroon's roads. 90% of them are barely dirt tracks. During the rainy season, the mud turns every journey into an endless struggle. Hey, the others back there, they're not pushing. To make it through these roads, you must have a lot of stamina. And each trip is like a car rally. Yeah, that's the problem here. The tall grasses, the trees, the bushes, they really can cut you. The condition of the roads paralyzes the national economy. But things are starting to slowly improve. The authorities have undertaken a massive series of roadworks. Oh, we've never seen anything like that here. Oh, and it's well managed. A good road network is being built, but the clandestine taxis can still look forward to a healthy future. Hey, Ebolowa, squeeze in here. Oscar, the clando, has managed to drive his old jalopy to the bus station. You going to Ebolowa? It's $5 for the trip. And more for the luggage. That's an extra $1. So that's $6. $6. But we need our luggage. Listen, I'm not a travel agency, I'm a clando. Luggage always costs extra. Mireille has just arrived from Yaoundé, the capital, where she lives and where there are no clandos. Their methods surprise her. All on board, come on, all the passengers. So where do we sit? Oh, here or there? So how do I manage? Oh, just keep your balance, madam. We are used to travelling like this. Come on, please, quickly, I'm in a hurry. Mireille fears the journey will not do her back any good. Oh, it hurts. What is this thing? No, don't worry. You can lean against it. Lean back. Go ahead. No problem. Mireille has little choice. Oscar is the only driver in Lolledorf going to Ebolowa. It's 80 kilometers along one of the worst roads in the country. The journey time is almost 7 hours. The road goes through the region of the little men, the Pygmies. Mireille works for an NGO that fights on behalf of these tribes, threatened by the exploitation of their forest homelands. Usually she travels in one of her organization's air-conditioned four-wheel drives, but this time they had all broken down. I think this will be hard. My joints and bones are already hurting and we've only done a few kilometers. I wonder what state I'll be in by the time we get there. Hopefully in one piece, anyway. Well, what's that? Oscar immediately knows the source of the noise in the front of the car. What's up? It's one of the wheels. Inevitably, the wheels hadn't been fixed on properly. So the wheels might fall off, is that it? Yep. So you could tell when you were driving? Oh, yeah. There are some bolts that need tightening up. In fact, they're not tight at all, are they? No. And that one wasn't tight either? Yep. Hardly a surprise, as most have no screws. Oh, there are no more nuts. Isn't that a risk that they'll become loose again? No, we know how to manage it all. Do you feel reassured, Mireille, or not? I'm not sure, because we've done what, just a few kilometers? And it seems to me it's already broken down. In fact, Oscar never travels without an assistant and a mechanic. The wreck marks where the Pygmy forests begin and where the real difficulties start. We'll need to push. Well, it's really just his team that does the pushing. Come on, push. Follow this way, along the tracks. The fact the bog is so deep might not just be a matter of luck. Neither can the presence of the two farmers willing to help them for a fee. You have a problem, it's the slope. We'll put down some stones so you'll be fine going up. Mireille is asked to go paddle a little way off in the mud. And as they set to work, they produce small stones and rocks from behind the shrubs, seemingly well prepared in advance. Go on, use the gears. A few minutes later, Oscar has lost part of his clutch and, more importantly, his profits. So every time you help someone, you want them to give you something in exchange? Oh, yes, they have to give something. And we must thank them for the work that they did in this bog. They're the ones who dug out the drains. So when you hear a car approaching, out you come. To help it. Oh yes, we're here to help. And there are trucks that also use this road. Oh yeah, it's a national road. National road number 1, built at the time of the Germans. It was dug out by hand. Now that's going back a year or two. The Germans colonized Cameroon between 1884 and 1918. They weren't there long, but long enough to scratch out several roads across the country. Luckily, what Germans make is built to last. The wooden planks have been replaced, but the basic structure of this bridge is unchanged in over a century. The state rarely maintains the roads, and it's up to the villagers to take care of them. They profit by charging a toll. You see, they've come to fix the road, and before we pass them, we'll need to give them something. In the village, the plan has been set in motion. Amongst the school kids. Every day after class, they play at mending the road. He's one of the bosses. He's the one that will collect a few coins from the vehicles, while the others are working on the road. The car has to wait while the work to fill the holes continues before the road can be opened up again. You see the barrier? He's manning the barrier. Cars, motorcycles, everything that travels along here has to contribute something to the work that the kids do, because the state certainly won't do anything. It's all done by hand. There's no fixed charge. You pay what you can. Come here, I've got something for you. Oscar hands over the equivalent of $1. And are people quite happy to pay? In some parts of Cameroon, the village survives on income from the roads and provides even more sometimes, but that's not for the kids. The crowd has gathered around the truck, and the atmosphere is somewhat heated. What's going on? Oh, there's been an accident. A local truck carrying beer and its trailer has ended up in the ditch. The driver is unscathed, but now has a huge problem on his hands. The locals have shown up and taken all the drink. There's nothing I can do. They can't arrest all the people that are here. It's a race between the looters and the beer company that is sending reinforcements to save what it can. They called to say there'd been an accident, and we had to save as many crates as possible. Is everybody helping themselves? Oh, yes, everybody. The whole village is having a party. Look, they're all happy. We drink the beer, but leave the bottles. The brewer agrees they can have some of the beer so long as they return the empties. Everyone then fills as many canisters as possible. The gods, or possibly the demons of the road, have given the villagers a welcome present. Hundreds of litres of free beer. It doesn't happen every day. Here, it's usually litres of sweat that buy a living. In the open-air mines, a beer will cost you some heavy lifting. These are basalt, a strong volcanic rock used for the foundation of buildings. Humans have replaced machines. The biggest rocks weigh close to 100 kilos. They're called the loaders. He's very strong. He's the best loader in this quarry. He's the strongest. Oh yeah, you can see how he's built. It's all muscle. How's it going? Good. No, I'm not tired. One man in the group sticks out. It's Michael, who is the only one who's taken some protective measures. By no coincidence, he's known as the Prof. What I want to be is a professor of psychology. I already teach, and I'm studying at the Faculty of Literature and Human Sciences. I'd like to be a professor of psychology. So for now, you're working here? Yes, but only on the weekends. The rest of the week, Michael teaches. And you're paid for the work you do during the week? Well, if I work hard all month, I can make about 20,000 francs. It's hardly much. That's about $325 a month. When he closes his school books and puts on his hard hat, he makes about $60 for the weekend. For once, brawn pays more than brains. They say that life is a struggle, that you have to fight to survive. That's why I can't just sit back and do nothing. Can't waste my time moaning. I'm lucky because I can use my 2 hands and feet. Going to school is expensive in Cameroon. Secondary school can cost several $100s. It's the reason why teenagers and youngsters invade the quarry on the weekends. The youngest are not allowed to dig, but what they do is equally grueling. Like convicts, the young break up rocks to make gravel. Why are you doing this? To pay for school.
No.
You know, I don't think a child should be breaking stones just to go to school. Is this important for you, school? Oh yes, to be able to grow up like the others. What would you like to do when you're grown up? Become a doctor. Okay, stop. The truck's already too heavy. It's the state of the roads. The truck can't handle them properly. That's it. See? It's all screwed up now. It's the road, you see. It's rubbish. When were these roads built? No more than a month ago. Yes, go ahead, film. That road there. Here's the head of the commune. Hey, why don't you maintain the road properly? While he avoids answering the question, the municipal employee doesn't forget the important issue, which is collecting the toll fees. No, we have to pay. We can't leave unless we pay. So it's about $3? Yeah, $3. And about 100 trucks load up here every day. So with all the money they make, City Hall could easily fix up the road. But they don't. In the meanwhile, Oscar has to cope with one breakdown after another. His ancient vehicle is about to give up the ghost. It seems to be the end, but every time Oscar and his team bring it back to life. It's the suspension arm that's given way. Effectively, the vehicle has lost its control of the road. It's a major problem, but all the Clandos need is a bit of wire. Do you think that'll hold up? Oh yes. Well, we have no spare parts, so it'll help. It's just for now. See? It's not moving anymore. Well, let's hope there are no more problems. Well, we hope. You sure? Hope so, anyway. Because now that's 3 times already. Still, the main thing is to get to Ebolowa. The car is now not just a picturesque wreck, but also a coffin on wheels. The smallest shock could send the car spinning out of control and into the bush. It won't stop the driver taking on new passengers, though. There's another woman. She's gone to collect her luggage. Presumably, the woman has not been told of mechanical difficulties. But, like a perfect gentleman, Oscar's two assistants give up their bench and its wooden backrest. The woman appreciates the gesture and is delighted at having found a ride. Up front, Mireille cannot relax. She's worried about the windshield. I still don't see how it can hold up. I mean, the entire windscreen? It's not exactly safe for the driver or the people on board. If there wasn't this stick, the windshield would be blown back inside, you see? The stick is there to keep it in place. For her part, the village woman has no concerns. Her only worry is to sell her bananas in town. I have backache, so I can't carry all the bananas to the market. I can only travel if a car happens by. Now the clando taxes are crucial. It's the only way villagers can get help. If it wasn't for them, well, here's a lady whose fruits, if it wasn't for this vehicle, would just go to rot. Assuming, of course, the clando makes it to its destination. Take it slowly. Now what's happening? Oh, it's a tricky slope, this. It's slippery. To the worn-out car, it's a massive challenge. Get on, quick, it started. This will give the front wheels added grip so we can get over the hill. The idea may be a good one, but it's still not heavy enough. The engine seems about to fall apart, and the air in the cabin is unbreathable. It's getting hot. It's choking, more like. And next, the brakes almost fail to work. But there's worse still. Oh, God damn it. It's the radiator hose. The tank's leaking. The fuel seems to seep out even faster when the vehicle's on an incline. A few thick leaves, and problem solved. We have to raise the funnel and put this where the hole is here. They still need to get over the hill. He's gonna go for it. And they're in the clear, at least until the next obstacle. Always get through is the motto of the clandos, whatever the state of the roads and whatever the size of the vehicle. The minibus ranks as an XL. On board, about 30 passengers. It's handy for when the truck gets stuck. Come on, get off, please, if you want us to get going again. Come on. Get off, please, quickly. There's no sexism here. Men and women, both with a common task. Do you have to do this often? Oh, yes. We're pushing. It happens a lot. But not all the passengers are pitching in. Where are they? Well, they're just following on behind. Hey, but those there at the back, they aren't pushing. There aren't enough people pushing. Everyone needs to help so we can get going again. Otherwise, we'll end up sleeping here. Oh, I see you've got backache. I want to get there soon. If we don't push, we might sleep out here. Come on then, push, everybody. The truck brings some bad news. Oh, down there, it's no good. You'll be pushing right till the end. Pushing by day is one thing, but night comes suddenly in Cameroon. At 6 p.m, there's barely 1 hour left for Ahmed to get to the village where he can spend the night. The slope, though, does them no favors. Ahmed sends his mechanic up front. The road is blocked. Have we had it? No, we'll be fine. It'll be all right. We'll get going. The driver is definitely an optimist. It'll take a while for just 5 people to deal with a 15-ton truck. Something not lost on the passengers. And it's all hands on deck. Get off. Come on, everybody off, please. It's stuck again. All the way to Yoko. That's how it is. Do you think you'll get there by tonight? Maybe tomorrow. Well, if that's the case, where will you sleep? Well, we'll sleep in the car. What else can we do? Come on, everybody. Come on, let's push. Most would rather not spend the night here. It's a waste of effort. They all stop on the other side of the hill. None of the drivers want to be on the roads at night. It's too dangerous. The passengers will sleep in the truck, all squeezed together. It's a nightmare Mireille will not have to endure. The young woman has found something to smile about. Finally, we've made it. From 11:30 in the morning to 7 at night. After 7.5 hours, she's arrived. The next morning, she has a meeting scheduled with the forest pygmies. Mireille has been keeping track of the tribe for many years as part of her work for the NGO. In keeping with tradition, she first greets the village chief. The news she has to tell him is not good. Pygmies live in harmony with nature. To them, it's a matter of survival. But the delicate balance is on the verge of collapsing. A popular local fairy tale tells of how God first created the earth, the elements, rivers, and forests as living beings, which were to be feared and respected. It's something the Cameroonians have long since forgotten. Only the Pygmies seem to have remembered. The territory of these hunter-gatherers extends over the entire equatorial forest. Over the centuries, their bodies have adapted to the hostile environment. Their small stature allows them to easily move through the jungle. Today, however, the tribes are being forced out of their homelands by both the timber and palm oil industries. Slowly but surely, the state has relocated the estimated 40,000-strong Pygmies far from their hunting grounds. Despite a day spent tracking game, this hunter returns empty-handed. Why didn't you get anything? Not even a porcupine. It's not that difficult, surely. You're not pleased that he didn't bring anything back? He's got nothing. He could have killed something. He can't kill anything. He's still learning how to kill for meat. The villagers tell Mireille that living alongside the neighboring Bantus is not proving to be easy. In fact, they feel threatened. We have some serious problems with the Bantus. They told us to settle here, and they say, oh, this isn't your land. Well, things like that. When they moved them here, the state didn't give them any land rights. So the Bantus think they shouldn't be here. The Pygmies, a nomadic people, now no longer know where to turn. Their traditions are being worn away, and many seek solace in alcohol. Some become slaves to the Bantus, who at least admire their ability to hunt. They use arrows, spears, and machetes. Are there any particular animals they ask you to hunt? Oh, yes. Porcupines, antelopes, monkeys. So you hunt animals for the Bantus? Yes. And what do they give you in return? About $4, sometimes less. And we have children who want to go to school, so you have to buy them books and things. And you tell them, listen, my child needs to go to school, give me money. I hunted for you, so you pay me. So then he starts hitting you and insulting you. The Bantus, they say we're animals, that we're not Cameroonians because we're animals. If a Bantu kills a Pygmy, he won't get arrested. My elder brother was killed by a Bantu who beat him to death with his hands. And he's here, living happily. The police aren't even looking for him. The man in the blue cap is one of their Bantu neighbors. He's a farmer and says he has no problems with the Pygmies. He even trades with them, he adds. Do you know them well? Oh, I know all of them. So you're neighbors? Yes. So how are things between the Bantus and the Pygmies? Oh, we get on fine. We give them work. They don't need much money. They make do with our leftovers because they're not really farmers. We have vegetables and they have meat. So we exchange. But the Pygmies do need money. If you have to go to the hospital, it'll cost you $3 or $4. But he said everything was fine between the Bantus and the Pygmies. No, he's lying. He's lying. Mireille keeps note of all her conversations. She will use them to make a case for the Pygmies with the authorities in Yaoundé, the capital. But their new non-nomadic lifestyle has some advantages. For the first time, the Pygmies' children can go to school. They will be the first generation to learn how to read and write. All the better to later be able to defend their rights. In the heart of the equatorial forests are some forgotten cities and their inhabitants. Ignored by the rest of the country due to their inaccessibility for the 4 months of monsoon. Some 30,000 people are virtual hostages to the weather and nature. It's almost impossible to leave this region unless you have a motorcycle, the only way to get through the endless mud. At the main transport terminal at Yoko, it's easy to spot the fearless motorbikers. Officially, they have to wear a yellow vest. It's a matter of safety. Helmets, though, remain optional. Most of them are farmers or herders for 8 months of the year. For the 3 or 4 months of the rains, they stand to make as much as they do the rest of the year. Keeping the motorcycles in working order is a matter of improvisation. If you have a problem, you solve it. If you break it down, you fix it. So you can fix everything with that? Oh yeah. With no garage in town, the gas station provides a basic 7-day-a-week service. Oh, this is super, this, you know. It's nice and clear. And the other one's diesel. You know, we make do, we get by. What's the quality like? Oh, it's fine. Fine for the engines. No problem. Six bikes are filled up at the pumps. They've been requisitioned by 2 young noblemen who are members of the region's most powerful family. The father of Clovis, the one who's driving, is like a king. And behind him, and just as important, is his cousin. They're heading for their fiefdom at Linte, 110 kilometers southeast of Yoko. It's a day-long journey and requires the support of the best motorcyclists. The road has disappeared due to lack of maintenance. And yet it used to be one of the most important roads in the region. The metal bridge serves as a reminder of the many cars and trucks that used to use this track. You could say it's a miraculous bridge. There's never been any problems with it. It was built by the German or French occupiers. No one is really sure anymore. Clovis, though, doesn't forget he belongs to the family, as does the entire forest. So you're the son of one of the chiefs? Yeah. And one day all of this will be yours. Well, actually, there are many of us, so I'm not sure. There may be 30 of us. I know my father has a lot of children. Has the family ruled here for a very long time? Oh yeah, since the Germans were here. My grandfather founded the village. Beyond the bridge, the road becomes a track, gradually swallowed up by the jungle. It's the only road. So, unless you're flying, it's the only way to get there. You see, there's just one way, so it's difficult. You need a good horn. It won't work without a horn. Oh, it's tough. There's a layer of wet clay that's out to get me. It's tricky. It's tricky, but it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Come on, you've got to go for it.
Tape dans l'eau là. Oh, lui là. Il faut taper une fois.
Even more dangerous are the locally built bridges. A crossing that scares even the most experienced bikers. And it's one reason why the son of the chief and his cousin didn't want to travel on their own. You okay? An accident could happen any time, and there's no one to help if it's a serious one. No one's hurt. It's Clovis next, the son of the chief. His reputation is at stake. He has to get his motorbike over himself. On this road, or track rather, there are obvious dangers, but also some hidden ones that can cause some damage any time. The grass, the small trees, and then the bushes, they can really whip you. It really hurts. You can injure your eyes, and it really stings a lot. Come on, get up. The son of the chief had had enough a long way back. Everyone okay? Nobody hurt? The tall grass has stung his eye. What was it, a branch? Yeah, it hurts. Linte is the capital of the region's chieftainship. It took 7 hours on the road to get here. The capital resembles a ghost town. Half the population has fled, and those that remain pass the time quietly. With few provisions arriving, the bars and the shops have closed. And there's no way to keep food fresh, even though there are electricity pylons. Well, the cables are there, but there's no power source. There's nothing. It's just there to look good for the locals. So nobody in the village has any power? There's none? No, just a few small generators. Electricity had been an election promise, but after the vote, the pylons were never connected to the central power plant. The regional chief, Clovis's father, seems to be at a loss of how to improve conditions in his kingdom. Isn't it a problem for the village that your roads are in such a terrible state? Of course. It's our battle. We want to get the road fixed. If someone falls sick or is very old, it's not conceivable that they should still have to ride on the back of a motorcycle. And if a villager dies in Yoko or elsewhere, then the driver has to tie the body to his back and bring them back here.
Le cadavre sur son dos pour amener le corps ici au village.
You seem to worry about the young people as well.
Oui.
Ça vous inquiète?
Yes, the youth is the driving force. Apart from in Linte, where there's no teachers for the children.
On a l'inquiétude parce que les
Well, it's a worry because teachers don't want to come here. There's no infrastructure, there's no roads, there's no electricity.
Il a dit que je veux. Il n'y a pas la lumière.
Well, there's much to rebel about, it's true here. If I was still young, I would incite the young to become troublemakers. They can come and arrest us and throw us in prison. So what?
Nous on souffre.
We suffer. It is bad, and that's why the young are leaving this place. They can't stand it. They can't. It's too hard.
C'est difficile.
But there might be light at the end of the tunnel for Linte. Gold has been found in the surrounding mountains. Cameroon is crisscrossed with roads. It's a country that's full of energy and resources that's been asleep too long. The nation's youth asks just one thing of the government: to provide the means to wake up and revive the country.